Now at times we find he becomes somewhat eloquent in speeches and uses certain bitter terms against the British. It may be necessary for a minister to do so because, after all, one has to return to the house of people, and the tenure is only 5 years and 1 year is gone already. But we would like the Honorable Minister also to balance his words by some action. After all, an ounce of action is better than a ton of praises and speeches. It has been given to him to change certain things. He said that he did not suffer from want of power. He has plenty of power. Firstly, you must prevent any private exploiter for private benefit, especially in an industry essential for the very life and well-being of the society. In this case, that principle does not arise because in most cases these business houses are not making profits in the normal sense of the term profits. There are other dubious ways of making profits which most of these business proprietors, managing agents know of. I do not refer to them. Our friends of the opposition have taken exception to my suggestion. Sanskrit is not a modern language which people speak. This is a language in which we do not go to fight elections or ask for vote or transact our day-to-day work in our daily life. I think the other languages that are mentioned in the 8th schedule should be taken up more seriously. Languages of our states should not be left out. This is all that I suggested. Some members thought that I was denigrating Hindi. Those who are aware of the proceedings of the House over the past 2 decades or so know very well that I have always stood for Hindi being given its proper place as a linked language in our country. With regard to these matters, they might have certain ground for criticism. Now, the decisions had been taken through mutual talks. The decisions were taken with a view to settling the dispute amicably across the table by mutual talk, and the Labour Minister took the initiative. Naturally, efforts were made there in order to see how this decision could be implemented. It was agreed that the employers should not go to court and the working journalists should not also take certain other militant offensive actions. A gentleman's agreement was arrived at.